Hi, hello, book besties. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash, and you are watching Smokedshelves. Welcome back to another wrap-up. I am going to be doing my wrap-ups and my hopefuls slightly different lately. I guess, it's the same as last month, but I'm going to be splitting them up. I think I just end up having too much to do by putting them together, and it ends up being very long, and I think it might be better just to shorten the videos out and have them broken down. Because I don't know how to stop rambling, apparently. That's really my issue. And because I want to ramble more about the books that I read. So today we have just a wrap-up, a good old wrap-up for May. Holy moly, I cannot believe it is almost June and I'm wearing comfortably a sweater. That's an umbrella for you, I guess. Trust me when I say I'm so confused. So confused. But it's fine. I knew what I was getting into moving here and I don't mind it. I much prefer the sweater weather than the sweating weather. But either way, let's not keep this long. Let's just jump right into the wrap up. I've read 5 books this past month, sort of. One of them was an arc. 4 of them were, I guess 3 of them were traditionally published and already published books. And one of them was a webtoon. 2 of them were comic graphic novels. Yeah, that's some good stats. 4 of the 5 of them were queer in some capacity. I feel like I want to start giving a little bit more stats about my wrap-ups than just telling you about them. I feel like that's a fun way to do it. As always, let's just go down the line. Let's discuss through everything that I've read. I had a pretty good reading month. It was a small reading month. 5 books for me is on the shorter side. Lately, talk to me 2 years ago, and that'd be incredible. That'd be a feat. It's on the shorter side. I knew that'd be the case because I was in exams for 2 weeks and I didn't really do any reading. I didn't really do any reading. And then I went on to Paris with my friend, so I didn't really do reading there. So I really only had like 1.5 weeks worth of time to read and like a sprinkle of time here and there. So yeah, explains the low numbers. I'm hoping June will be a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. So the first thing that I read was Taproot by Keezy, and this book was about, how do I pitch it? So this book was kind of recommended heavily after Heartstopper released, and so I wanted to pick it up because I was told by people that read it that it's kind of a similar vibe to Heartstopper, even though it's pretty different and it's paranormal. But yeah, so this one is about a boy and he works at a flower shop. He is just trying to be a good florist. He also just happens to see ghosts, and so we're following him and another character who's a ghost, and it's following their romance, and it's very cute. I thought it was adorable, like genuinely just adorable. I can see the comparison. I see why people get that like Heartstopper vibe. I gave it 4 stars in the end. I loved the art style. It was one of the more beautiful graphic novels that I've read in a really long time. And yeah, it didn't hit me exactly the same, but I really did enjoy it. I don't think I would go back to it. And for me, that's kind of like the difference between a 4 and a 5-star graphic novel. Yeah, I think wanting to reread graphic novels definitely like plays a factor into it, because Heartstopper is a 5-star and I would go back and reread it easily, and I have. But it was great nonetheless. It was very just sweet and short and so wholesome. Yeah, if you liked Heartstopper, I definitely recommend it. If you like kind of like a paranormal romance, even though it's really not the vibe of like the standard paranormal romance, but if you like that kind of like magical realism style of things, and of course if you like queer books, that is definitely another reason you should pick it up. But I really enjoyed it. It was a good 4-star graphic novel, very short read. This was technically the arc that I read, even though I know it's been released since 2017. It was on NetGalley, I'm not sure why, and so I read it under Read Now. So yeah, technically an arc. The next thing I read was Upside Down. I picked up the audiobook of this, I don't even know when, but early in the month. I think I just listened to it like a couple days in a row going to work. But this one is also a queer book. It is following 2 A-spec individuals. Yeah, mainly is it dual POV? I can't remember, but we're following them. They meet each other because they take the same bus together, but that's not the inciting incident. That's just not the reason that they end up meeting each other. The reason they actually end up meeting each other is because one of the characters holds an asexual support group, and the other character ends up attending because a friend was like, maybe this is what you're thinking you are, and maybe it'll be nice to see what other people have to say. And so they go, and he freaks out. He's like, oh my god, I've been in love with this boy for months. And basically it's just following their romance. Yeah, just their asexual, A-spec romance. It was cute. It was a 4-star as well. Oh, this is by Anna Walker. I forgot to say that. I really did enjoy it. There's a few reasons why it wasn't 5 stars. Mainly the main character just frustrated me a little bit. Just a little bit. I also didn't love the mention of Harry Potter. We don't really get into why I don't like it. I know the book is kind of old at this point, but like not that old. I actually don't know when it was published, but like it's not that old, you know? It was published in 2019, so like no excuses. So that was a little frustrating. I also don't love that they didn't mention anyone being like aromantic at all. So that was a little weird. Like in a group of however many there were, like 8 or 10 or whatever, you would think one person would be aromantic. That's unfortunate. It really did explore like an asexual romance and like expectations in the dating world really well. So I can't really fault it too much with the aromantic thing. I think Anna Walker just wanted to focus really heavily on the asexual side of things, and yeah, the audiobook narrator was not too bad. Definitely made me not fully love one of the main characters. Just the annoyingness was enhanced a little bit by it, which is probably like honestly goal achieved. I think it's done a good job at discussing different ace topics within the book, and I definitely recommend it if you are looking to learn more about, just dating as an ace-spec individual. Obviously it's fiction and it's a very specific person's experience or character's experience, but that is something to think about, and I hope to read more, as always, read more ace-spec literature in the future. Always. After that, I picked up the one, the only, I Kiss Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. I did a whole reading vlog for this alone. You can watch that up this way. 5 stars, obviously. What is this about? We are following Chloe. At the beginning of the book, Chloe is on the hunt to, literally like first pages, she is on the hunt to get into Shara Wheeler's house because Shara Wheeler, the night before, kissed Chloe and disappeared before prom. And so Chloe and 2 other people that Shara kissed are trying to band together and follow notes that Shara has left for them to figure out where she's gone. It's like a academic rivals situation. Shara and Chloe were both in the running for valedictorian at their school, and we are also following them at like a very religious, very conservative, traditional style school. So it's them fighting back with expectations and what it means to be queer growing up in a religious area and things like that. And it's so well done. It's 5 stars. I have definitely hoped I raved about it enough. I think I did. I hope I did. I probably haven't. I'm sure I'll come back in like a month and still won't shut up about this book. Like at this point, I don't know if this is number 1 or Marvelous Light is number 1. I feel like I've said that before in that vlog, but those 2 books, incredible. This book and that book, incredible. There's so much I want to say about it, and I honestly probably could go on another hour-long ramble just like raving about this, but I'm going to save you all from that. Just know that so much about this was just perfection. Casey McQuiston encapsulates queer youth and queer youth friendship immeasurably better than any other author out there right now. And I will continue to pick up their things as they release like more stuff. And I hope they continue to venture into YA because this was very fun. Definitely very different vibe from Red, White, and a little less. Who knows? But I will continue to pick up all their stuff because oh my god, this was incredible. Please read it. This is very much my favorite book of the month, hands down. So 5 stars. This took me stupidly long to read because finals, Paris, all that, but I'm so glad I picked it up as soon as I could. Me and my 3 copies are gonna go hug each other in a few days and just bask in the glory of being together. I Kiss Shara Wheeler. 5 stars. The next thing that I read was The Prince of Southland by Chris Geroux. I'm not really sure which one it is. This one was the webtoon that I read. I will link it down below because it is obviously free to read. And I am so glad, that I read it because I literally saw one TikTok, a singular TikTok from the creator as I was scrolling randomly one night about it. And I was like, I'm intrigued. And now I'm hooked. I love it. It was 5 stars. It's about a prince. I guess he's a prince. That's like his title, but it's about a guy. He is coming home after getting in trouble with the law, and he's, kind of like celebrity status. So he's on his way home, getting in trouble with the law, and all of a sudden, another boy ends up basically like falling on him because he's on the run from someone. And so it's them trying to help him, the second boy. And then it's following them and having a fugitive in your house and how you do that and growing closer together and just all the good stuff. And it's sci-fi. It's a sci-fi webtoon. It's a win. Sci-fi queer webtoon. Absolutely a win. That was a terrible explanation. I really don't know how to explain this one, but Please read it if you're looking for stunning art, like incredible art. The panels are so, like, chef's kiss, such good art. I mean, I gave it 5 stars. I would love to go back and reread it. I probably will, honestly. Reread the last few chapters before the second season starts to release. I'm not sure yet, but I marathoned it all in one night and I would totally do it again. Of course, there's like some spelling mistakes because it's self-published on Webtoon, but it's really not that bad. It's actually much better than some of the other ones I've seen on there. And yeah, it's beautiful. And finally, the last book that I read was Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi, which is the 3rd book in the Shadow Me series. Technically the 5th one, but the 3rd main book in the Shadow Me series. And it's supposed to be the finale. It was the original finale. So this is coming out before my blog goes out. So I'm actually not going to speak too much about this because I fully ranted about it. Like literally yesterday when I finished it, I fully ranted about it before I dropped it off at the library. But it was a 1 star. Like, it was a terrible finale. Terrible. I know it's not technically the finale anymore, but it was meant to be. Oh, it was bad. All I'll say here is that it was just like 400 pages of no substance. And like within the 400 pages, like 300 of it was just love triangle mess. And then 100 pages of it was like training and then battle, but battle that really didn't have any stakes. It was very bad. It was just so bad. So bad. Do not recommend the series at all. I think that was like my breaking point because I was thinking about going on to the next trilogy or whatever, the next set of the trilogy. But maybe not so much anymore. I'm a little bit frustrated, to say the least. Definitely underwhelmed and annoyed, especially by the grammar. We know I don't like the writing style, but oh my god, did it ruin some stuff. That's all I'll say on that. I have like literally 10 minutes of me just ranting at a camera. That's unedited. 10 minutes of me ranting at a camera about all the issues wrong with it and how it could be fixed in some ways. So stay tuned for that vlog when it comes out. But yeah, that was the last thing I read. Those are the 5 books. I did terrible at my Asian readathon. I honestly forgot I was participating in that for the first half of the month. But also, I did remember, but I knew that it was not going to really be possible because of how busy I was for the first 3 weeks, which is unfortunate. I did technically read 1 book, which was the Ignite Me, because Tahereh Mafi's Iranian. Or I think she's Iranian American, but technically I passed, but that feels like a really shitty pass. Like 1 of 5, 20%. You know, that's not really a pass. That is my bad. This has just been one of those months. I will try to make up for it next month because I am also reading for Pride Month. We'll get into that in the next video that will be the video that's in a few days. Time is confusing. Yeah, I will hopefully read some Asian queer books for that because I have them and I should. And I'm doing really bad at reading my physical books right now, so it's kind of been a problem, unfortunately. That's everything. I don't think I have anything else to say about everything I've read. I've just been busy. Busy is the word of the year, apparently. Yeah, that's everything. If you like this video, give this video a big fat like down below. Comment down if you've read any of these books. What have you thought about them? Have you watched my Shara read the vlog? If you haven't, go click on that link. Also, click on the link for the Prince of Southland if you're interested in that. A lot of things are going on. I might even be able to put an eye up there too. I actually don't know. Maybe. It might be up here now too. But there's a lot of things in a lot of places. If you like my content and you like me, please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.